Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to digiMAX Sports Network. This is Scott Kirker. This afternoon, Metamora will be playing host to conference rival East Peoria Raiders. Metamora comes in at 16-4. They're 3-1 in the Mid-Illini. East Peoria comes in at 11-8. They're 2-2 in the Mid-Illini. A few minutes away from the coaches' meeting at home plate. Metamora has had a pretty nice run of things here lately. They defeated Normal Community last night, 2-1 in 8 innings. They defeated Rock Island over the weekend, 3-0 and 15-1. Prior to that, they beat IVC 13-0 and Pekin 4-3. They also had a really nice game against Mount Zion, beat them 5-1 and 10-0. The last time we covered the game, they beat Canton 10-0. One of the rare nights here at Metamora, no wind, and it's just beautiful out here right now. A little bit of clouds right now, but overall, this is about as nice of a night as you could ask for. I guess it's not really night; it's late afternoon, but this is a really nice weather for the end of April. Some of the upcoming games, Metamora, of course, East Peoria tonight. They have Limestone coming up on next Tuesday, and then Dunlap the night after, and they still have Washington. And they have Pekin here. Pekin gave Metamora a scare. Metamora only beat them 4-3 last week. So they're pretty good. And then there's Dunlap again. Dunlap is a very good team. And LaSalle Peru, also a really nice team. And that'll round out their season out with they'll have a kind of a triangular tournament with good teams Sterling and LaSalle Peru on the 24th. That's the celebrating the 50th year of Metamora softball. The refs make their way to the field for the coaches' meeting. Alex, can you hear me? Not quite tuned in yet. A lot of stuff going on here at Metamora tonight. You got the softball game here that we're covering. There's a baseball game. There's a JV softball game going on in the field next door. Behind us is the soccer game. There's also a track meet. So just about every facility we have outside is being used, with the exception of maybe the tennis courts, but generally they're used every night too. So. We'll be giving you the starting lineup here in just a few minutes. Alex, are you available yet?
Yes, I am for a little bit here.
Yeah. We were just talking about East Peoria. They came in, like we mentioned, 11-8. They've played a pretty tough schedule so far too.
Yeah. Well, and the real interesting thing is I think they're up against the wall tonight because, in my opinion, if they lose tonight, Scott, they're 3 games out of the conference title race. So that means either us or Dunlap would need to lose 3 conference games for them to make up that ground.
Yeah.
So we'll see here.
Yeah, it's kind of a do or die for them, and it's maybe halfway through the season. We take the time out now for the national anthem and the starting lineup.
Illini Conference contest featuring the visiting Raiders from East Peoria and your Metamora Redbirds. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Raiders. Leading off, a senior in center field, number 16, Sydney Sawyer. Batting second, a sophomore at third base, number 2, Gracie Ahrens. Batting third, a junior shortstop, number 10, Ashlyn Sweat. Batting cleanup, a sophomore in right field, number 7, Annika Rosecrans. Batting fifth, a senior at second base, number 17, Kiara Brown. Batting sixth, a senior at first base, number 11, Gabby Lane. Batting seventh, a senior catcher, number 5, Sophie Ravallo. Batting eighth, the freshman, the starting pitcher, number 14, Addie Dungeon. Batting ninth, the senior, the designated player, number 15, Mercedes Sassman. Flex player for the Raiders, a junior in left field, number 6, Faith Sampson. Assistant coaches Brad Porras and Brian Despines. Head coach of the Raiders in her 14th season is Danae Menzioni. Now the starting lineup for your Metamora Redbirds. Leading off a senior at shortstop, number 1, Cadence Till. Batting second, a senior in left field, number 16, Bailey Bender. Batting third, a senior at first base, number 10, Addie Pesha. Batting cleanup, a senior, the starting pitcher, number 9, Nora Johnson. Batting fifth, a junior at third base, number 12, Addie Wooden. Batting sixth, the junior catcher, number 4, Allie Trentman. Batting seventh, a senior in center field, number 27, Ellie Schaefer. Batting eighth, the junior right fielder, number 3, Kara Craig. Batting ninth, the senior at second base, number 8, Kennedy Nee. And the flex player for the Redbirds, number 5, Jenna Oderwald. Redbird assistant coaches Christy Ballard, Jody Bowe, and Maddie Godinez. Head coach for the Redbirds in his 20th season is Derek Linder. Our umpires for this afternoon's ball game, Brian Devine and Joey Richardson. At this time, we ask that you please rise and face our nation's colors to join us in honoring America, celebrating our freedom and those who protect it both here and around the globe, with the playing of our national anthem.
So East Peoria, their first 3 hitters will be Sydney Sawyer, Gracie Aarons, and Ashlyn Sweat. So Metamora comes in, like I said, at 16-4. They're 3-1 in the Mid-Illini Conference. They've scored 154 runs and only given up 33. They've done a nice job of controlling the games. And I think they had a little bit of a hiccup there a few weeks ago when they played Huntley. seems like they've kind of gotten those kind of ironed out. Hopefully they can get the job done here tonight. Sawyer is considered one of the faster players in the conference. Is kind of a slap hitter. First pitch is in there for a strike. She does get down the line in a hurry. That was right back to the pitcher. Went through out by a couple steps. Brings up Gracie Aaron's, the third baseman. She offered, came up empty. 1-1 the count. Ball go foul. 1-2 the count. And that'll be wide of third. Foul ball. Oh, nice play by Johnson. Once again made a really nice play on that. Ball hit back to the pitcher. Brings up Ashlyn Sweat. Third, shortstop. I think she thought that was strike three. That was only strike two. If it had been a Thursday, though, that would have been strike three. It is Thursday. You got her there. For East Peoria Raiders. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Up for Metamora. This half inning, Cadence Till, Bailey Bender, and Addie Aisha, excuse me. They're calling that a foul ball. I'm not sure what they're calling that. Couldn't tell from back here. Did that hit her in the foot? Yep, they're calling a foul ball. Maybe I can ask Alex if he saw anything there. Maybe not. He may not be able to. Kind of tough to operate all that stuff and then talk to us at the same time. So I'm going to say that was a foul ball. It seemed a little odd. So it's 0-1. Now it's 0-2, up and out of play. Oh, struck her out. Nice play by the second baseman. He's up Addie Pasha, the number 3 hitter. Pasha hitting .350. Nice hit by Pasha. Brings up Nora Johnson. Nora Johnson hitting .375 in this season. Pitches in there for a strike. That's also in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. Up and out of play, or up and out the strike zone. Makes it 2-2 the count. 2-2, 2 outs, no score in this bottom half of the first. Ball's a little low. Full count. That's wide of third base. For Metamora, no runs, one hit, one left. We go to the top of the second inning, still no score. Due up for East Peoria, Rosecrans, Brown, and Lane. And Annika Rosecrans, the right fielder, a little bit inside. Fouled straight back. Evens the count up at 1-1. Two and one, just a little bit low and outside. Oh, nice play by Nora Johnson again. That's the third of the four hitters have hit him right back to her. Brings up Kiara Brown, starting second baseman. She made a nice play in the first half, or the bottom half of the first. Ball low. 2-0 the count. Oh, no, excuse me. 1-1 the count. She swung at that first pitch. Up a little bit. Nice crowd here this afternoon. Berm's pretty full. 3-1. Pitch is in there for a strike. Ball drops foul. Man, now she's going to run out of room. Oh, nice pitch. Pretty good battle there, but Johnson won that one. Brings up Gabby Lane, the first baseman for the Red Raiders. Right at Schaefer, right in her tracks. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Still no score. Due up for Metamora, Eddie Wooden, Ellie Trentman, and Ellie Schaefer. Duncan was able to strike out 2 Redbirds in that first inning, and surprisingly, one of them was Till. Wooden comes to bat to lead off this second inning. And that's going to be a foul ball by just a couple feet. Good job. Held up. That's going to drop. And she'll hustle into second base. That's some really good base running. Allie Trutman, starting catcher. Pretty good play by the third baseman. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. Trutman's hitting .371. Schaefer only hitting .176. We've seen enough of these games to realize first pitch is in there for a strike. She's hit into some tough luck, too. That's also in there for a strike. Schaefer's going to have to battle back now. She's down on the count 1-2. Oh, that's through the hole. I don't think they're going to hold her up. That's a nice job, though. Nice piece of hitting. Picked up the right fielder, Kara Craig. Kara Craig on the year is hitting .269. There's no strikeouts. Has not struck out yet this year. Pretty impressive. 52 at bats. Pretty solid. Redbirds have runners on the corner with one out. That should be deep enough to score. Nice job. That's good base running. The runner at first tagged up. Sack fly. That'll get the Redbirds their first run. Schaefer moves up to second. Kennedy knee at the plate. First one in there for a strike. That's up and out of play. Oh, right at the shortstop. Ball's hit hard for Metamora. One run on two hits. We go to the top of the third. Redbirds up 1-0. Due up for East Peoria, Ravello, Duncan, and Sassman. Faith Sampson is their flex player. She plays left field. Sophie Ravallo, she's batting .213 on the season. First pitch is in there for a strike. Up and out of play. Quickly 0-2 the count. Nice play by Wooden, the third baseman. Brings up Patty Duncan, pitcher for East Peoria. First pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch is out of play down the first base line. That's up and out of play. That's foul down the first base line. Foul down the third base line. Pretty solid at bat so far. And she'll draw a walk. That'll bring up Mercedes Sassman, the designated player. courtesy runner for East Peoria is Leah Billingsley. Which is a little low. One down here in the inning. East Peoria's first base runner of the afternoon. Which is away, up and away. Pitch is called straight back. 2-1 the count. Fouled off. Or 2-2 the count. Ooh, ball's high. 3-2 the count. Ooh, nice pitch. Struck her out for the second out. Brings up Sydney Sawyer. She grounded back to the first, or grounded back to the pitcher in the first inning. Oh. That's fouled off. 1-2 the count. Oh, nice play by Wooden. For East Peoria. No runs, no hits. One runner left. We go to the bottom of the third. Redbirds up 1-0. Brings up Caden Still. She struck out. A rare strikeout for her back in the first inning to lead off the Redbirds half of the first. starts. Now, 2 pitches in a row that ball a little low and outside. Oh, that ball is laced into center field. That's a nice job by Till. Brings up Bailey Bender with nobody out here in this bottom half of the third. She lined out to the second baseman. Second baseman made a really nice play, though. Brings up Addie Pasha. She also singled in the first. Pitches in their first strike. Called straight back. Nice play for Metamora. No runs, 1 hit, no one left. We go to the top of the fourth. Metamora up 1-0. Two up for East Peoria in the top of the fourth. Aarons, Sweat, and Rosecrans. So I wonder what some of our guys, what would be your walk-up song? Tom Hagen, the GOAT, probably would have something like what I would have had. Would have been the theme song to Benny Hill. Rocky? Brings up Gracie Aarons. She also grounded back to the pitcher back in the first. Oh, nice play by Wooden. Oh, nice play. Brings up Ashlyn Sweat. She struck out in the first. And the first. That's up and out of play. A little high. Well, that's their first hit of the game. The Annika Rosecrans, she grounded back to the pitcher. Played by the right fielder. The Kiara Brown, she struck out back in the second. Oh, that's her second hit. Brings up Gabby Lane. She flied out to center field to end the second. Started with 2 on, 2 outs. Called up and out of play. That's going to tie it up. Brings up Addie Dutch. She walked back in the third. Now the Redbirds trail 2-1. Pitch is in there for a strike. Ball drops foul. Makes it 2-2. Oh, strike three. Nice pitch. For East Peoria, 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 runners left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Raiders have taken the lead 2-1. Due up for Metamora, Nora Johnson, Addie Wooden, and Allie Trentman. Nora Johnson has a chance to help herself. Maybe Metamora can put together a big inning here. Ball's up and away. Up and out of play. Ball low. 2-1 the count. Ball inside. 3-1 the count. That's over the head. Oh, that's only going to be a single. Ooh. Izzy Roberts will come in to run. Courtesy runner. Brings up Addie Wood. And that ball was hit as hard as any ball today so far. And everybody's safe. Brings up Allie Trentman. She grounded out to third her first time up. Redbirds have runners at first and second. Nobody out. Put together a big inning here. That got the job done. That's a nice play. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. She singled her last time up. She did that now. She does it here on this at bat. She'll give the Redbirds the lead right back. This one's in there for a strike. One and one the count. East Peoria will take a timeout. Coach comes out to the mound. One and one the count with just one out here in the inning. Redbirds with two runners in scoring position. Ball a little bit high. Nice job by Schaefer, excuse me. That's got Gapper. And that'll score two. That's a nice job by Schaefer. Wow. Brings up Kara Craig. Runner on second with one out. Oh, that's going to sneak into the outfield. And then have runners on the corner. Craig gets the base hit. Brings up Kennedy Knee. She lined out to the shortstop back in the second. In there for a strike. One down. Runners on the corner. Get on and give. And that'll get a run home. That's a nice job. Oh, it's gone. Two-run homer for Till. Brings up Bailey Bender. She's 0 for 2. That's a fly ball to the right fielder for the third out for Metamora. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs on 4 hits. No one left. We go to the top of the 5th. Redbirds up 6-2. Nice inning for Metamora. For East Peoria, Sassman, number 9 hitter, and then back to the top with Sawyer and Ahrens. First pitch is a little low. Sassman struck out back in the 3rd. Pitch is in there for a strike. Yeah, fouled off. A nice pitch, just maybe a little outside, maybe. 2-2 the count. That's a really good 1-2 pitch. I don't know how she let that go by. And that'll be wide of 3rd. Oh, struck her out. Brings up the top of the order, Sydney Sawyer. She's 0 for 2. Grounded back to the pitcher and to the third baseman. Got to keep her off the bases. Nice pitch. That's out of play. 0-2 the count. 1 out here in the inning. That's slapped foul. Oh, nice play by Nee. She's got to get rid of that in a hurry because Sawyer can get down the line in a heartbeat. up Gracie Aarons. She's 0 for 2, grounded back to the pitcher and to the third baseman. Oh boy. Oh, it's a soft liner back to the third baseman for East Peoria. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Redbirds up 6-2. Two up for Metamora, Pesha, Johnson, and Wooden. Brings up Eddie Pesha. She's 1 for 2. She singled in the first, grounded out to the third baseman in the third. Redbirds sent 8 hitters to the plate last inning. Maybe the Redbirds can come up with a couple more this inning. And balls low and inside. Well, up. Three and 0 the count. And that'll be ball 4. Brings up Nora Johnson. She's 1 for 2. She struck out in the first and had a base hit in the fourth and scored our second run contest. See who the courtesy runner is. No, that's not a courtesy runner for her. She's first baseman. Nora Johnson. Hopefully she'll need a brought in a new pitcher. So East Peoria hasn't changed anybody. They just moved around. The first baseman, Rosecrans, goes to the pitcher. Pitcher Johnson goes to first base. Ball a little low for Johnson. 1-1 the count. Uh-oh, that's gone. That's gone. Wow. Johnson helps herself. She rudely greets Rosecrans. Nice two-run shot. Brings up Addie Wooden. She's 1 for 1, a double back in the second, scored her first run, and then had a fielder's choice. Got on when a fielder's choice. Wooden grounds out back to the pitcher. Brings up Allie Trentman. She's 0 for 1. She had a sacrifice back in the fourth to get two runners in scoring position. Pitches in there for a strike. Ooh, struck her out. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. She's 2 for 2 with a base hit and a big 2 RBI double back in the fourth. That was a big inning we had. She's had a real nice afternoon. Pitches in the first strike. Well, that could, looks like Schaefer's going to get a triple. Wow. Well, she's a kid. She should be in shape. Otherwise, I think you guys are out of breath, though, aren't you, watching it? The ball's fouled off. Played by the third baseman for Metamora. 2 runs on 1 hit. We had no one left on base. We go to the top of the 6th. Redbirds up 8-2. Due up for East Peoria. Sweat, Rosecrans, and Brown. Sweat is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a base hit. She scored East Peoria's first run back in the 4th. And that ball's out of play, wide of third. Low, makes it 1-1. Nice pitch. 1-2 to count. Oh, nice play by Nee. Woo. Brings up Annika Rosecrans. She's over 2 with a ground out to the pitcher and a fly out to the right fielder. Pitch is fouled straight back. And that's also fouled up and out of play. Strike 3. Nice job. Up Kiara Brown. She is 1 for 2, struck out in the 2nd, and had a base hit and scored their 2nd run in the 4th. Pitch is in there for a strike. It makes it 1-1 to count on Brown. Ball's caught by Johnson for the Raiders. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Redbirds up 8-2. Two up for Metamora. Craig, knee, and then back to the top with Till. Brings up Kara Craig. She's had a nice night. She had a sacrifice, an RBI, and then she had a base hit back in the fourth. Ball's high. Oh, fouled. Quite a bit foul. Out of play. In there for a strike. She went right back out there, but just a little bit low. 2-2 the count. Nice play by the second baseman. Brings up Kennedy knee. She's 0 for 2. She lined out to the shortstop and reached on a fielder's choice. Got an RBI. And scored the Redbirds' fifth run of the. She was long for the ride when Cadence Till hit the home run. Ball is foul wide of third. One and two the count. One down here in the inning. And it's a pop out to the shortstop. Brings up Cadence Till. She's 2 for 3. She had a base hit back in the third, and then she hit a 2-run homer back in the fourth. That was her 9th of the year. That one's over everybody's head. Out straight back. All outside. 2-1 the count. Now make it 3-1. Bailey Bender on deck. And that'll be a walk for Till. Bender's 0 for 3. Nice spot for her to pitches in there for a strike. That's also in there for a strike. Up and away. 2-2 the count here with 2 outs. Runner on first. Good job. Full count. Pretty good at bat. She battled back to make it a full count. That's up and out of play. That's a good battle there. Ooh. For Metamora. No runs, no hits. 1 runner left. We go to the top of the 7th. Redbirds up 8-2. Two up for East Peoria. Lane, Ravello, and Duncan. Gabby Lane will lead off for East Peoria. She's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Got that RBI back in the 4th. First pitch is in there for a strike. That's yanked foul. Oh, nice pitch. Took a little off. Brings up Sophie Ravello. She's 1 for 2 with an RBI. That's a base hit. Brings up Eddie Duncan. She's now the first baseman. One on, one out. Pop out to the shortstop for the second out. Brings up Mercedes Sassman. She's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. A little outside. Ravello will go to second base. Gets a walk. Brings up Sydney Sawyer. She's 0 for 3 on the game, and that's a little scarier. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the order up for East Peoria. Our next softball broadcast will be next Monday night against Limestone, 4:30. That's yanked foul. that'll do it. Nice job by Johnson for the final out of the game. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have a chat with head coach Derek Linder.
Sorry about
All right. Well, Coach, obviously, kind of what could have been perceived as a bit of a good punch top of the fourth there with that 2-run, was it 4 or 5 hit inning for EP. But I thought Nora responded well. I thought the team responded well and didn't let that one inning affect how the rest of the game went.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having seniors, and having all those seniors that they've been through it. They've been through those games. Heck, they've been through, I think, the last 3 years with East Peoria game, in which something happened like that, and they came back. So it was nice to see that. But that's the team we thought that we had, where we hit up and down the lineup, and we could handle those things.
Obviously, the home run ball, which, seemingly has been at a wicked pace this year. You actually already, with 2 home runs today, tie the home run total from all of last season. But just kind of speaking to how that long ball, and we'll get to who I'm about to talk about in a second, but what that long ball can do to spark the effort.
Yeah, Nora, she finally got down on that ball, and she hits down on stuff, and she just gets it out in front and hits it well. She's got a big bat. And then Cadence, that was tough because she hit that ball off the end of her bat. She didn't think it was gone, and then it was.
And obviously we're getting ready to have Ellie Schaefer come over. I know this maybe hasn't been quite the year that she would like this year, numbers-wise and whatnot. How emotionally cool is it to see her have a game like this, but also important for her confidence going forward?
The big thing about her is she's one of the best kids you've ever meet, and she's a great student. She does everything right, good community leader. You always want to see her do well, and, she struggled a little bit, but that's part of the game, that you're going to struggle, and you're going to turn it on. Last year she came on hard there at the end and hit that home run at Washington, and so I think that she'll do the same thing. She'll get going. It's just a positive mindset and getting a little luck.
Obviously, the middle line, no rest for the weary. You get makeup with Limestone on Monday, Dunlap, Washington all next week. Obviously, you get the week to kind of shake it off, but like I said, no rest for the weary. Welcome to the middle line.
Yeah, well, we're starting to get some rest now. We got, Limestone, which was a push, but now we're going 2 games a week and getting some rest, and that's how we've set it up, and it's been wonderful. We got the bats that we needed to early in the season. You can't replace quality at bats in a regular live game, and we got those with our schedule.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. That'll do it from Metamora. Again, next broadcast will be a week from tonight. I don't know if we should be cross-promoting to not tune in, but next Thursday, Redbirds host Washington. Big rematch back here at Metamora next Thursday at 4:30. Ellie Schaefer on the way here in just a minute. Take that and then. All right, you're going to hold this too for the podcast if that's okay?
Okay.
All right, so Ellie, obviously, like I was talking about with Coach, obviously maybe not quite the season you would have liked to this point. What's the process there, and is it just, mentally just hoping, maybe even praying, just keeping to do the same things, hoping that a game like this happens? Kind of take me through that.
It's not so much of hope as it is just keeping trust in yourself and keeping that confidence. My teammates have done a great job at building me up, and so has the coaches. So it's just more keeping the confidence and having faith in yourself and trusting all the work that you put in.
The inside the park foul ball, I thought was a pretty fun play, but obviously when you're playing that well, you can laugh about moments like that. You can let moments like that be fun. Tell me about the importance of that and how that was kind of how today went.
I was reminded after last night's game to just have fun with this. I only have a few games left in my season, and I just need to have fun and smile more. And so after that, I just kind of laughed it off. It's a good laugh for everybody and move forward from that.
The same thing I closed with, Coach. Obviously, it doesn't get any easier. Not that this was easy, but you get Limestone, Washington, Dunlap all next week. Just the importance of you want to be happy with this win, but you also want to build on it and try and get something bigger and better next week, right?
Yeah, this team's very experienced. We have a lot of experienced leaders on this team, and we all know that the middle line is a grind. So you have one good game, you got to keep moving forward.
All right, thanks, Ellie. And one more time, next Thursday, Washington here at 4:30. Hope to see you there. That'll do it. Redbirds beat East Peoria 8-2.